The occasion to decide and to act offer very diverse difficulties. Succeeding there calls for pertinent qualities. Who behaves well in matter of food maybe doesn't excel as well with liquor, sexuality, ambition, friendship, exchange of goods, game, death. Therefore, a multitude of virtues is required in order to live happy. In imitation of a sportsman who doesn't lean on the same training to swim well and skate and ski and excel at football and basketball. Indeed, the diversity of situations is such that the number seems infinite of the virtues to be acquired. In fact, every genus of activities meets with similar infinity. Traveling, for example, implies knowing from where one starts, where one stands, and where one's destination stands. Otherwise, one is lost. If you don't know where you go, warns John of the Cross, you run the risk to get elsewhere. Now, the potentiality is infinite of the places to go, to live, and to pass through. A complete list, an exhaustive map, is impossible. Nonetheless, experience enabled the travelers to limit that list to some principle, even to reduce these principles to four: north, south, east, west. As soon as placed in relation to them, one can easily make one's way to anywhere one wants to go. So they are called cardinal points, from the Latin name of the hinges on which a door turns. These 4 points are like hinges on which turns the door which opens on any destination. To take our bearing in relation to the virtues to educate, we similarly need to identify the cardinal virtues on which each other virtue turns as on the hinges of the door which opens to happiness. Now, the cardinal points are evident direction. East, where the sun rises. South, where it gets its highest point. West, where it sets down. North, where the compass points to. Likewise, the cardinal virtues are the most striking ones, those which perfect our four faculties most implied in our moral choices in relation to the situations which raise the greatest difficulty to each one. Strengthen our irascible appetite, for example, raises the greatest difficulty faced to violent and imminent death. Courage makes easier to confront it, and therefore counts as a first cardinal virtue. Every other virtue, which mainly consists in strengthening ourselves, takes courage as a model. As well, the Greek named this virtue, rather than virtue in general, Andrea, which corresponds to virtue, virility. We do the same when we tell a coward, "You are not a man." We also mark out as cardinal virtues the virtues which perfect our concupiscible appetite, our will, and our intelligence, where it is most difficult, respectively, to moderate, to rectify, to discern. In that way, we get our four cardinal virtues: courage, temperance, justice, and prudence. Through them, we already get a first light on every other one.